This video explains how to use Brickfield's wizards to clean up simple HTML coding errors that can create barriers or distractions to learners who are accessing your course with a screen reader. If you have not already done so, it is recommended that you watch the introductory videos, including What is the Brickfield Accessibility Toolkit and Getting Started with Brickfield, before you watch our videos about using the wizard. A common accessibility error that causes issues for non-sighted users with screen readers is the lack of appropriate tags that provide emphasis or special meaning to phrases, such as bold, italics, and strike-through formatting. Here is a sentence with bold, italics, and struck text. Behind the displayed text is HTML code that tells the browser to display specially formatted text. You can see that there is a B tag for bold, an I tag for italics, and a strike tag for strike-through text. These are deprecated and do not provide any information for a screen reader. Brickfield Accessibility Toolkit provides wizards that automatically fixes these inaccessible tags with accessible, screen reader-friendly counterparts. Strong for bold, M for italics, and delete for strike-through. These tags are read by screen readers and provide contextual information that is then conveyed to the non-sighted user. Additionally, the toolkit can fix empty header tags. If we take a visual look at the sentence we saw before, we can see that the sentence begins at this and ends at text. However, if there is an empty header tag before the sentence in the HTML, a screen reader will pause before reading the sentence, meaning that a non-sighted user attempting to navigate through page content will experience unnecessary and disorienting interruptions. Let's take a look at what that would look like in Moodle. Here we have a page that has side-by-side examples of each different type of text tag. One of the lines of each pair has a deprecated, inaccessible text tag, whereas the second line of each pair has an accessible tag read by screen readers. Let's take a look at what the code looks like. Here's the page content. Let's open the HTML code view by selecting first this drop-down button in the toolbar, and then on the right side of the extended toolbar, the HTML code view button. You can see that in the HTML, we have an example of the inaccessible text tag and one of the accessible text tag. Here is bold, here is italics, and here is strike-through. Additionally, we can see an empty header tag at the top of the page. This is invisible to sighted users, but causes disorienting interruptions for screen readers. After we run the wizards, these inaccessible tags will be changed to their accessible counterparts, and the empty header tags will be removed. Let's run the wizard and see what happens. To navigate to the wizards, select the More option in the course menu at the top of the page. And in the drop-down menu, select Brickfield Accessibility Plus Toolkit. In the Accessibility Plus report page, select Go to Wizards. Let's start with Fix Bold. You can see here that it's automatically flagged our usage of the B tag in the existing HTML code column, and that the wizard wants to change it to the strong tag in the Update To column. When we click Submit Bulk Fixing, the wizard will run at the next scheduled time period for the toolkit to run. Let's take a look at Fix Italics. In the same way as the Fix Bold wizard, it's automatically flagged our usage of the I tag in the existing HTML code column and shows us what it wants to change it to in the Update To column. Let's submit bulk fixing as well. Now let's go to the Fix Strike wizard. In the same way as both wizards before, it's automatically flagged the strike tag in the existing HTML code column and shows us what it wants to change it to in the Update To column. Let's submit bulk fixing for this as well. Finally, let's take a look at the Fix Empty Header Tags wizard. We can see that it's flagged an H3 header tag and that in the Update To column it notes that the heading will be removed. Let's submit bulk fixing for this. Let's return to the page. If we take a look now at the code behind the page, we can see that the tags have been changed, to a more accessible format that supports screen reader usage, and that the header tag has been removed. This is true of the italics and of the strike through.